Jesus. I don't even know where to start tonight. Every time I look at the numbers, my stomach just knots up. Prices keep going up and up. My debt keeps growing and growing. And my job. I try not to think about it, but the whispers are everywhere. About instability, about cutbacks. I keep running numbers in my head, but no matter how I arrange them, I'm always short. I'm scared. I feel like drowning, Lord. I've got people who depend on me. What if I can't provide for them? What if I lose everything? I know you say you provide, but right now it feels like I'm standing in the middle of a storm with nothing solid under my feet. Jesus, what am I supposed to do?
My beloved, come sit with me. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath slow. You've been carrying this alone in your mind for far too long. I see the weight pressing on you. I see the thoughts that circle and never land. I see how fear tries to convince you that you are all on your own, that provision depends entirely on your effort or how cleverly you plan. But listen to me closely. You are not the provider. You are the steward. I am the owner. All of it. Every resource, every opportunity, every ability, every open door, every closed one too, belongs to my Father. Nothing in your life depends on your strength alone. Not your job, not your bank account, not tomorrow's needs. You have mistaken your role, and that confusion is why your heart is trembling. Do you remember the stories you've read? When my people wandered in the wilderness with empty hands, manna came. When a widow had only enough oil for one more meal, her jar was not allowed to dry up. When thousands sat in front of me with empty stomachs, and the disciples whispered, "Lord, it's not enough," I didn't panic. I blessed what was there and multiplied it in my hands. Provision has never been a question of quantity. It has always been a question of trust. My people in the wilderness trusted that they would find fresh grains of manna on the ground tomorrow morning. The widow trusted the words of my prophet and, in obedience, laid down everything she and her son had. The little boy trusted me to do something with the little food he had when he offered his bread and fish. So put your trust in me. When everyone else in the world is clinging to their own efforts, their own abilities, even when they laugh at you, mock you for not doing enough, be the child of God and put your trust in me. My Father has always supplied what his children truly need. Not always what they want, not always in the timing they expect, not always in the shape they imagine, but always what is good, always what is enough. And you, my beloved, are no exception.
But Jesus, it doesn't look like anything is changing. Bills aren't shrinking, my paycheck isn't growing. Everything feels like it's tightening around me. How am I supposed to rest when everything looks so uncertain?
My child, you keep staring at what you see. I'm asking you to trust what you don't see. You worry as if worry has ever paid a bill, as if anxiety has ever provided a meal, as if fear has ever opened a door. You know it hasn't. Worry drains you, but it doesn't guide you. Fear exhausts you, but it doesn't sustain you. The world around you chases survival like it's all there is, grasping, worrying, running faster and faster as if anxiety were the price of staying alive. But you belong to me. You are set apart from the world to follow me. Seek my kingdom and watch as I meet your every need. Let me remind you of something you have forgotten. Your Father knows your needs before you even speak them. You're not informing heaven of a crisis. You're not alerting me to something I overlooked. I have already been at work in places you haven't seen yet, moving pieces, preparing provisions, setting up help, aligning timing, and closing doors to paths that would have harmed you even if they looked financially stable. You think nothing is happening, but much is happening, just not in the realm your eyes can measure. So breathe. Walk with me today. Do the small, faithful things in front of you, the next step, the next act of obedience, the next small kindness, and let tomorrow stay where it belongs. You're not meant to carry 2 days at once. Today has enough weight, and I'm carrying it with you. So when fear rises and your mind reaches for the future, pull it back gently. Place your hand in mine again. We'll handle this day, this one, together. And hear me on this. Provision from my Father rarely comes as a sudden windfall. It usually comes as a timely opportunity, a person sent at the right moment, a door that opens gently, strength to keep going, wisdom to make a healthy decision, unexpected favor, or even restraint that protects you from harmful spending. You want rescue, but my Father often provides through wisdom, through people around you, through perseverance, through open hands instead of clenched fists. That is still provision. That is still His care. I know some of what I'm doing doesn't make sense to you right now. I know the timing feels strange, the path feels uncertain, and the provision feels different from what you expected. But remember this: you're looking at life from the ground, from what you can see, what you can calculate, what feels possible. I'm working from a much higher place. My view of your life reaches farther than your fears ever could. So when something doesn't look like provision, or when a closed door feels like a punishment, or when my timing feels late, don't assume I'm absent. I'm simply doing things in a way that protects you, shapes you, and leads you somewhere better than where your understanding can reach. My thoughts are not limited by what you fear. My ways are not confined to what makes sense to you. Trust that I see the end from the beginning, even when all you see is the next bill, the next deadline, the next uncertainty. You don't have to understand to be held. You just have to stay close.
Jesus, I hate myself for worrying like this. Like worrying about money makes me a bad believer. I'm trying to trust you. I just get scared.
Then listen to me. I am not disappointed in you. Fear does not make you faithless. It makes you human. And humans are exactly who I came for. I am not asking you to pretend you're not afraid. I'm asking you to bring the fear to me instead of letting it grow in the dark. Don't be consumed by the fear. When Peter stopped looking at me and fixed his eyes on the raging waves beneath his feet, the fear filled him up and nearly drowned him. Keep your eyes and heart on me. I hold your life. I hold your needs. I hold your future. I hold what you cannot. And when you let me carry what terrifies you, your heart will find rest again. But my child, there's something else I want you to remember. Even in times of financial strain, you are still called to love. Love does not disappear when budgets tighten. Generosity is not only for the wealthy, it is for the faithful. Not reckless giving, not giving what you don't have, but open-hearted sharing from what I have provided. a listening ear, a warm meal, a small gift, a gentle word, a prayer, a kindness. These are treasures in my kingdom. And when you are generous with these treasures, you are advancing my kingdom in your life, in their lives, and in this very world. When you generously open your hands towards others, you become a living reminder that your trust is not in money, but in me. And do you know a secret? A generous heart is rarely an anxious one. Because generosity teaches you that you are not alone, that you are not abandoned, that my Father's storehouses are not running dry.
Jesus, I want to trust you like that. I want to breathe again. I want to believe you really will take care of me. Will you help me?
Of course I will. Trust is not something you build in a moment. It's something that grows as you lean on me in each small step. So here's what I invite you to do. Stay faithful with a very little. One breath at a time, one step at a time, one day at a time. Stop trying to live next month. Stop trying to survive next year. Grace is given for today, not for the imagined disasters of tomorrow. I am here. I am with you. I am for you. I am leading you. And I will provide for you in the way that is truly best. Not the way fear predicts, not the way anxiety imagines, but the way love decides. You will not be abandoned. You will not be forgotten. You will not walk into the future alone. Lean on me. Let me be your security. Let me be your shepherd. And you will see, slowly, steadily, faithfully, that your Father has already prepared every good thing you will need.
Jesus, thank you for meeting me in my valley, for sitting with me in the fear I tried so hard to carry alone, for reminding me that even when everything around me feels unstable, you are not. I'm sorry for my unbelief, for the way I've let worry speak louder than your promises, for forgetting that you are sovereign over every detail of my life, over every hour, every bill, every breath. Help me fix my eyes on you, Lord, not on money, not on the numbers, not on the fears that rise like waves. You are steadier than any income, stronger than any anxiety, closer than any crisis. I trust that your ways are better than mine, that your thoughts reach higher than my understanding, that your timing is precise, perfect, never rushed, never late. And I trust that your provision, whatever form it takes, will always be sweeter and wiser for my soul than anything I could try to secure on my own. And regardless of how much or how little I have, teach me to be a faithful steward. Loosen my grip so generosity can flow even from small places. Let love for my neighbors mark my life more than fear for myself ever has. But more than any material blessing you give, I want you. I want my heart to desire your presence above comfort, above security, above abundance. You are my shepherd, and with you, I shall not want. Amen.